So, that boss fight.
Activating shards.
I didn't save.
I'm Melchior of the Thorns. I'll be playing with you today.
I hope we got an autosave.
Olympia of Arum, executing contract.
I really hope we got an autosave. Well,
Breathe on.
semi-decent start.
If you're going activating drive.
Sadly, Risette couldn't attack before one of them got to do
Brace
something.
yourself. Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked. Death awaits.
Oh, hell.
I won't let this chance slip by. Cobalt curtain. Activate.
Just for you.
Deploying shield.
Slice and dice 'em!
Christ.
Perfect chance.
Okay, you muted her. That's good. Thank you very much.
I'll round them up and scatter them.
Hit 'em
Activate
fast,
skill.
Barry.
Too late. You're toast. Perfect chance. I'll round them up and scatter them.
Boost activate
Yeah, I
skill.
need you to.
The end of the line. You're finished. Ignite. Rampage.
Boost gauge expanded.
My move now. Got a whole
Just
slew
to
of 'em.
vandalize raid
Brace
again. Just do it.
Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked. Heavenly Rondo.
That's a lot of misses.
I won't let this chance slip by.
Energy output at maximum.
Cobalt curtain. Activate.
Got a present for you.
I don't want that present.
I won't lose. Random light. Innocent heal.
I owe you
Fear things.
Boom!
Fuck you.
Got a present for you.
Oh, you're an asshole.
Holy shield.
No.
Now it's my turn.
Energy output at maximum.
Please work. Fuck.
Mr. Arkwright. Full boost.
Aaron,
You're
I
up.
need you.
All out.
The star has arrived.
Hit her. 2.
I suggest we strike now.
I don't have time for that.
Energy output at maximum.
Just do it now. I don't have time for that.
Energy activating skill.
You'll miss it. Soar for me. Oh, I get it now.
Boost gauge
Oh,
limit
thank God.
crushed.
I still don't want these things blowing up on me.
Energy
though.
activating skill.
Soar for me.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Okay, very good. Very good indeed.
Boost level max.
Ready when you are.
Activate skill.
Too late. You're toast. So that is how it is.
Oh, well, that was... I don't think it's supposed to be so easy. What?
Is everyone all right?
Come on, we were whooping their ass. What do you mean you're tired?
But my luck is even more deadly than we thought.
Pisses me off. You haven't been taking us seriously all this time, have you?
Oh, I showed Beauty's blade a little of what I'm capable of. Just not you.
Your strength is within my predicted parameters, including those orbital drones.
As if that doll wasn't bad enough. Now we've got those bomb artifacts to deal with too.
The Garden's overseers are capable of even more than we feared it would seem.
If only I could make better use of Theo and Zeros' potential.
You're just so much fun to play with that you've got me all worked up. I don't think I can resist the urge anymore. I know they've got the boss curious, but surely there's no harm in slicing them open while he's not looking.
I am not your boss and will not speak for him. Do as you please.
Bring it, you son of a bitch!
The flames of the Kruga have only just begun to burn.
I don't have time for phase 2.
Decoding process complete. Executing emergence program.
Uh-oh.
Where am I?
He did not just upload his own fucking brain into... What?
see. So it was a success.
That sounds like...
Well, would you look at that? It worked! So, how does it feel, Professor? What's it like living in the digital world?
It is even more comfortable than I had imagined. I'm frankly surprised by how comfortable it is. But I suppose it also makes complete logical sense.
What the hell is
This is how
going
it
on?
feels to be liberated of burdens and distractions. I can think more clearly than ever. The final stage of my work will be a breeze like this. Your expectations will be met.
What?
Oh, that's my big professor. You will be handsomely rewarded for your work.
Can this twink shut up?
A recording? No, wait.
You are correct, young lady. This is no mere recording. I am the genuine David Callahan, Professor of Engineering Science at the Basel Institute of Science, and a researcher whose name will go down in history.
How the hell is this even possible?
We saw your body in the swamp.
No way. Don't tell me.
His knowledge, personality, and memories have all been converted into an AI. Most likely through the power of the Genesis. Also that he could surpass the limitations of the human mind and become a singularity.
Professor Callahan, how could...
Well, well, you're even more perceptive than I expected. What a vexatious little maid you are.
Must you be like this every time, Melchior? Our work here is done. We have no reason to stay any longer.
Fine, fine. I suppose you're right. We'll see you later, Professor.
Very good, then. I will be waiting for you.
What the hell? We're just gonna let him go? Bomb. Lots of them.
Warning! Explosives detected!
That
Out the window.
The Aurora! Zeros, use your stun mode to stop...
You don't have time.
No, you don't.
Ooh.
No!
Ketra, you can't!
Get back here! I won't let it happen. I won't let anyone damage the place she holds so dear.
Oh, I see robot awake.
Risette!
Shit! Damn it!
Not a surprise.
There it is. I thought something was off about you, but I never figured it ran that deep. I wonder if this is what came out of analyzing that other emperor and the rest of those types.
I will need to revise my expectations of Marduk's capabilities.
And speak of the devil, I suppose it's time we made our exit then,
As someone connected to another being not of flesh, you have my respect. Till we meet again.
Yeah, I had a feeling Risette had to be a robot or something. Also, I hate to break the scene, but did anyone else just see her disappear in the middle of blowing up? Oh boy. Man, I don't need to look around town. I need to see what's up with Risette. They wouldn't have the balls to kill Risette, so just show me Risette. Why is a Marduk ship here, though? Oh, right, they sent the message.
No way.
Risette!
This is all my fault. You gonna be okay?
Yes. I think so.
Well, now how is she supposed to get Employee of the Month when she's going to be incapacitated? This is where everyone wanting to leave. I wouldn't be sticking around. The entire city is locked down. Who could have seen this coming? What's going to happen to us? I hope Agnes is okay. Ren too. All we can do is wait for them to get in touch. Sorry, but what in the hell is that massive airship?
I apologize for our sudden arrival during the frenzied events of yesterday.
Voice actor so familiar. Is it Mark Whitten? Keep speaking.
To start this off, I am General Manager of Marduk Total Security Company, Gilliam Thorndyke. This is our Chief of Security, Qasim Al-Fayed.
A pleasure to meet you all.
Al-Fayed, is he? No doubt about it.
I was not expecting you to travel all the way to Basel, but it is an honor to meet you all the same. I've heard many a rumor about how shrewd a manager you are, Mr. Thorndyke, together with your Chief of Security's combat exploits.
You make me blush, Your Highness.
I am humbled by your words.
I arrived in my home country a few days ago, so I'm afraid I'm not up to date on all the latest developments. But am I to understand that Marduk will be responsible for securing the city of Basel for the remainder of the day?
That is correct. Off the record, a presidential executive order was issued yesterday to that effect. A CID Special Ops unit will be arriving in the city this evening. Marduk's task will be to secure key facilities in Basel until they are ready.
A special ops unit? Said it in Hercules, huh? Wouldn't shock me if you belonged to him too, miss. You're very astute.
We've also brought one of the Ix Alba series of airships that we're currently testing on behalf of the Republican Army. Said airship will allow us to ensure the integrity of the orbital network.
Which is how we're able to have this conversation. Your concierge isn't the only way you've gotten your hooks into Basel, I see.
Our goals on this particular occasion are simply to protect this city and its orbital network. Rest assured that much like your country, we have no intention of getting too deeply involved in Basel's affairs.
That is our stance as well. We're only doing what we consider necessary. Very well. I will take your word on that. For now. Quelling the chaos unfolding before us clearly does come first. However, given our stake in Vern in connection to the Institute, this current state of affairs is of grave concern. You have a lot to answer for here as CEO, Mr. Tossend. Please, if I may defend myself, I could never have seen this coming.
There is some merit to that argument, but it also leaves out a number of key facts. You are to see that shareholders' Mira is used to generate a profit, and yet you covered up a huge potential problem for over a month. We confirmed last night that it wasn't just Almada's money being used for ill. Elsheim's investments were also misappropriated. And if these are the result of you turning a blind eye to Professor Callahan's behavior all this time...
You keep your mouth shut! Just who do you think you are? Who gave you the right to speak? I don't care if you are student council president at Aramis. This is none of your...
I am here as a special advisor for Liberal's ZCF. I also serve as a negotiator representing the Epstein Foundation. In other words, I'm here to speak up against anything that threatens their interests, which this has. Now, do I have the right to speak?
What? Ren. Now that's a dramatic twist straight out of a play. I've heard rumors swirling about you, but I never expected you to show up here. Still, she's right. We aren't the only shareholder that will be concerned by this. Other related companies will be as well. I hope you don't need me to spell out exactly what kind of situation you're in here. But...
When will you grow a damn spine? The danger here isn't over. Anyone can see that. And you still intend to do nothing after what happened to Callahan? Professor Hamilton left you in charge of Vern, of Basel. Don't you feel any shame?
In any event, we now have half a day before the cogs start turning again. Even if we do nothing, the Calvardian government will see to it that matters are resolved. But knowing how egregiously my country's funds have been misused, I refuse to stand by and do nothing. So, Arkwright Solutions. Might I enlist your services for the remainder of the day? Of course, you can approach the task in whatever way best suits you, just as you did in Tharbad and have done many times before. My only true wish is that you put a stop to all modest plans before they can bear fruit. Does this sound doable?
We'll be well compensated for this, I trust?
yeah, like, make sure you get Risette fixed.
Qasim, why?
It's been some time, Farida.
I suspected you two were related. Your brother, right? Never expected him to be one of Marduk's hunting dogs.
I hear you've been taking good care of my sister, Arkwright Solutions. As for you, Van, it's been 2 years, I believe? I understand you've greatly improved your use of the stun caliber and your martial arts. Risette mentioned as much. As your former instructor, that fills me with great pride.
I try. Still not so hot with the tactics stuff you taught me, though. I've heard all kinds of stories about you, too. But I never expected our first meeting to be like this.
In that, we are agreed. Still, while we might be providing our services and your weapon, I believe the contract between us to be an equal one. I hope that we can continue our fine partnership, Mr. Arkwright.
Yeah, how about we don't get too friendly? I'm not interested in becoming any more than just a contractor. Still, since we're here, there is one thing I want to ask. Just how long has she been like that?
Information on our concierge is classified, I'm afraid. However, if an approximate time frame will suffice, I suppose I can oblige. About a year ago.
Something seemed off about her all this time. We first started talking 3 years ago, but the first time we actually met was just in Tharbad. Even when I visited Orad for lessons on tactics, she was conveniently unavailable.
It sounds like... Does that mean...
Still, I know she's in good hands with Associate Professor Archett. I also happen to bring some compatible parts that she can use. Though I regret that Ms. Twinings will not be able to provide you with any more of her services for the time being.
You ain't got nothing to apologize for. I doubt any amount of workers' comp I could give her would make up for forcing her to do something that crazy. The other way, that's my problem to deal with, not yours.
Well, I apologize for meddling in your affairs then. With that said, we must take our leave. We've negotiations with the Republican Army to attend to. As I mentioned during the conference, we've no intention of interfering in this crisis any more than is necessary. Fascinated though I am by what a genius can achieve through an obsession that knows no bounds.
Cousin, wait!
There are a number of matters Abi and I disagree on. Whether you are suited to being a warrior is very much one of them. Still, I can only assume it was the guidance of the flames and Arusha that led you here. Battle is almost upon us, and I will be watching to see how you fare through it.
Fairy.
As much as I'd love to write him off as an arrogant asshole, I can't get enough of a read on him. Just how tough is he?
I'd say he's one of the strongest Jaegers who ever lived.
What? How many times does the series have to tell me that?
Ren, where are the others?
They're still here. There was a talk of them returning to the capital, but that's not going to be possible right now, with the whole area on lockdown. The roads, the railways, even the airspace around Edith is sectioned off. Not like that comes as any surprise after what happened.
What do you mean?
What happened now? There was an explosion in Anchorville City. There were no casualties, fortunately, but we suspect that Almada might have been involved. Anchorville's a decent-sized city north of the capital, right? Yeah. It must have just been a diversion. Well, this is the real target. I think that's almost certain. However, given its proximity to the capital, we can't afford to take it lightly. Both the Cid and the Guild are being pushed to their limits right now. We won't be able to give you any backup. That's fine. We weren't expecting any to begin with. But you can at least share whatever info you manage to gather, surely? That goes for stuff from ZCF and the Foundation, too.
That sounds fair to me. Insofar as our interests align, of course. I'll also do what I can. Just take care of Agnes for me in return, please. Thank you, Ren. I hear the initial work is done on your concierge, too. That's Professor Hamilton's family for you. Geniuses to the last. Oh!
Thanks for telling us.
That's so good to hear. She was being seen to in Associate Professor Esmery's room, wasn't she?
Let's go say hi. Man. Shit is crazy. Yeah, I'm just gonna go check on Risette immediately. Like, fuck everybody else. Like, seriously.
Hello there.
I hope everything went well.
Thanks. Sounds like you pulled an all-nighter, huh?
Looks like Zeros is up and running again. Mm-hmm. Fortunately for us, the damage for him wasn't so bad. I just wish I could say the same about Risette. Putting her back to the way she was is going to take a while.
Please, don't be so downhearted. The first-rate care you've been giving me has stabilized my vitals a considerable amount.
I'm relieved to hear that.
Have you spoken to Mr. Thorndyke?
Did before coming here, yeah. He's as much of a questionable character as I was expecting. Their chief of security is the same old standoffish grump, too. You'd think it'd kill him to put on a smile.
That's just how they are, I'm afraid.
It's fine, you know. You don't need to force yourself to speak.
For what it's worth, her life isn't in any danger here. The medicine you helped me with yesterday seems to have been working wonders.
She's right. It has really made this easier for me.
Good to hear. We sure didn't think it'd end up being used on you when we took that job on.
The artificial limbs that Mr. Thorndyke brought with him are compatible with her too. That's not to say you shouldn't take it easy. Anything that involves the nervous system is a heavy burden on the body. The best thing you can do for yourself right now is get lots and lots of rest.
I will. Thank you. Though, I truly am sorry for not being able to support you all when you need it most.
Don't sweat it. We can take things from here. You just kick back and relax. Next time you wake up, you can bet we'll have good news to share. And a hell of a big bonus, too.
I'll have to look forward to that then, won't I? Follow your hearts and act as you always do. And everything will be fine.
Sorry, but I'd like to ask you something. Why? Why did you risk your life to save mine? No one should have to put themselves through something like this over someone like me.
It was because you were just so dazzlingly radiant in that moment, I suppose.
What?
You have so many people who care about you, and you care about them just as much in return. To someone who's lost her bonds, memories, and even body, the sight was almost blinding. I'm a little jealous of all you have, if I'm to tell the truth. So please, treat yourself like an irreplaceable treasure, not just for you, but for those who love you too.
Well, shit. That was a pretty good moment right there. That really makes me feel even more bad for Risette. So wait a minute. What I'm trying to understand here is Risette sort of like semi going through what Professor Callahan did to himself while I don't even know what the hell was originally Risette at this. No. What originally is Risette is still her looks and her name, and of course her voice, but everything after a year ago apparently has been this robot Risette. Before that, she was human, but she doesn't have anything to remember when she was human, except probably nothing but just business. The only thing she got to remember was Van, because that's what the Marduk company made her remember. Jeez Louise, that woman's got a lot to deal with. About Risette. Just how much of her is artificial anyway? I don't know for sure, but my guess is a lot. You were directly involved in making her, right?
That's right. We assisted Marduk in researching artificial biological limbs some time ago. Our partnership only produced a prototype, though. I never imagined they would actually start using that technology like this.
Risette was clearly the result of multiple different technologies being used together, not just the one they developed with us. I've heard this is also a field that the Institute of Technology over in the Empire has been looking into. Van, you seem like you've known the truth for a while.
I couldn't be sure, but I had a feeling. I could tell the image I was seeing during our video calls was artificially generated. So it took me really off guard when she just showed up in person at Darbad. It was only when I noticed that she moved faster and kind of different from normal people that I started putting two and two together.
Makes sense. I did feel like there was something strange about her, but I never imagined it was because of this. She's capable of far greater power and speed than an ordinary human, but she also has less precise control over her body in exchange. I can't imagine just how much effort she must have put in to be able to move as naturally as she does. She'll be able to return to the way she was, won't she? I'm sure she will, right, Professor? I think there's every chance of that. The technology involved seems to be very well established. It won't be easy to make all the precise adjustments after reattaching her limbs, but I'll make sure it happens.
We're counting on you. She might be on loan to us from Marduk, but she's a member of Arkwright Solutions as much as the rest of us. Anyway, time for us to get out of here.
Right, we need to do what we can, and put Risette at ease.
Every night I will sing your life.